Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you all are doing amazing today. On today's agenda, we got some intercooler piping and intake to build for this TDI swap. So really, it's going to be pretty simple with how I have the intercooler set up, with the same side of the inlet and the outlet on the intercooler right next to the turbo and the intake on the motor. So everything is on the same side. The piping is actually going to be very, very simple. Let's check out what I got to build with and let's get to work. So really, this is all we're going to need. A couple 45s. This is 2 1/4 inch. So I got two 45 aluminum pipes here, and then just two silicone couplers, and then I have the 90s that are coming off of the intercooler here. So this is actually going to be super easy. Lower intercooler pipe. We're going to come out. We're going to 45, and then we're going to use the silicone coupler 45 to come into the turbo. For the upper one, we're going to have to cut this down. This is way too long, so I want to cut that down. We're going to have to weld something on it to thread this sensor in for the boost gauge. Probably put it right about there, and then, like I said, cut this down. For the intercooler pipe, we'll do the same thing with a 45 on the coupler, down with a 45 in on the hard pipe to that coupler. So super easy. Let's get on the lower intercooler pipe just because it's going to be a little easier, and we'll get this one built up. Really, all we got to do is cut it and roll a bead on it, and we're done. So that should be very easy to do. Let's get to it. There we go, just like that. Lower pipe is done and fits actually really good. Just a simple couple 45s and we are good to go. So let's get on this upper one now. What I'll probably have to do first, kind of map it out, and then I'll have to cut this down so we can actually set the pipe where we need it. And we also have the map sensor bung we have to weld into it. So this one's going to take a little more. Actually, what we got to do first real quick, let's throw beads on this pipe. I got a new bead roller. Let's go check it out, see if we can throw a bead on this pipe. All right, this is what I bought. So this is an Eastwood bead roller. I honestly don't think this is the correct tool for tubing, which I didn't really know when I bought it. The reason I say that is because this die is so big, you're not going to be able to bead anything small. I did measure it. I should be able to fit 2 1/4. Well, let's try it real quick. Son of a... Well, that is not going to work. Can't even fit over the die for the bead. So I didn't really take that into consideration when I bought it. Obviously, this isn't going to work. Looks like I am going online to find another one. Drop a comment down below. A good bead roller that's not super expensive. I've seen a lot of them have a die that's super small that you stick the pipe over. Obviously, that's not going to work. So we're gonna have to find something else and I guess postpone our beads for a while. So I guess with that being said, we can build the upper pipe, and when we get a new bead roller that actually works, we can finish it up. So let's get this thing cut down. Let's get this mapped out where we need to go and what we need to cut, and get this upper pipe figured out. Alright guys, check out how simple and easy this setup is. It is so nice having the same side intercooler with everything, all the piping, everything on one side. Makes it for very short runs of pipe, which will help with boost lag. So very stoked about that. This is my little weld-on map sensor bung. So I think I'm going to put that right about there. And the sensor, it'll sit somewhere right in there. So we got to get this welded on and a hole drilled in it for the map sensor. So other than that, we got to weld that flange to this pipe. That is going to need to be bolted onto a plate, just because if you weld that, it's not very thick, it will warp. So we're going to weld that up. And then I also did buy a new bead roller. So once we get that, we got 1, 2, 3 beads to roll. And then we can do our powder coating. I don't want to keep this stuff aluminum. I'm going to powder coat all the piping and the intake manifold. So let's get to welding this bad boy on and welding. I'll probably weld this first. All right, we got this all welded up, so I'm gonna keep the pipe bolted onto this until it is 1000% cool. If you pull it off too soon, it'll most likely still warp. So we wanna leave that bolted on until it is completely cool to the touch. All right, there it is, guys. Take it easy on me. I haven't welded aluminum for probably the last time on the last truck, welding that bung on and building this piping. So take it easy on me. I know it don't look that great, but it's on there and it shouldn't leak. I don't see any pinholes, so should be good. So I guess at this point, we're just waiting for the new bead roller to get in so we can roll these and then we can powder coat everything. There we go, everything is on and looking good. So one thing I actually decided, I think I'm gonna do, instead of putting this boost pressure sensor here, I think I might just tap this aluminum right here. It's gonna be a lot thicker and it's kind of more out of the way, and just, I think it'll look better right here. So I think I'm just gonna drill and tap a hole right in this manifold for it. All right, we got this thing back together. The boost sensor here is good to go. Really liking it down there. It's kind of more out of the way, from when I put that one on my other truck was right in the race pipe. So I kind of like it better down there. All right, we got these pipes. We got to throw a bead on this side and then both sides on this pipe. Just like that, roll a bead so the couplers don't blow off under boost. So I did get my bead roller. I know some of you guys are going to be very confused because you saw this last video, but my videos have been kind of screwed up, just waiting for parts, waiting for that hose, that radiator hose, and that showed up the same time as this. So yeah, I already did try it out on that radiator hose, that little aluminum pipe that I used, and it does work like a champ. So I'll have it linked down below. This is Amazon special and honestly works very good. So let's try out the intercooler pipes. I haven't tried it on anything other than that one little pipe that we tried. So let's give these a go and see what we can do. All right, we got these bead rolled. Turned out really good, actually. Nice, smooth, uniform, straight bead. So actually very happy with how that thing works. There we go, guys. We are all done with the piping. Looking good. Everything is fitting so good. I'm so happy with how this turned out and how short this piping is. This charge piping is so short. It's gonna help out a lot with boost lag. So super happy with how it turned out. So we're gonna wrap this video up here, guys. Next video, I wanna build some sort of an airbox and the intake from the turbo to the airbox. And we're gonna have to get really creative with it because it's gonna be a super tight 90. We're not just gonna be able to buy a 90. It's gonna have to be custom pie cut. So definitely stay updated on the channel for the next video. Also, if you wanna check out that bead roller, I'll have it linked down below. So far, it's been working great. Rolls a very nice bead. So go check it out, link in description. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go smash that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.